The following may not be suitable for audiences. Listener discretion is advised.
Everybody, welcome to TGS Podcast, also known as The Glen Show.
I say, what the fuck is that about?
Yeah, I don't know.
Rebranding.
I did a while back, yeah.
I hate when you surprise us with things.
Why?
I don't know. I wasn't expecting that.
You're aware of TGS Podcast.
You would think.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it was a while back. Even the iTunes feed, everything, I kind of changed the kind of differentiate the most recent variation of the show.
the latest run.
Yeah.
Of consistency.
It's funny because I'm in groups on Facebook. Oh, by the way, welcome, Steve Dehring.
Oh, thank you. It's good to be here.
Co-host, sorry. And Jason Coleman.
Jackpot.
And of course, I'm your host, Glen Cox. So, yeah, I'm in like different groups and stuff like that. And what was I just talking about? Sorry, I just completely...
TGS, something about groups.
Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry. Wow, this is a horrible start to this.
Did you get drunk last night?
I might have. But there's so I'm part of a group, and it's all these new people asking questions that are very simplistic questions. How do I do this, that, the other? And occasionally it pops up where it's like, well, how long have people been doing this? Or someone will ask a direct question, and I'm like, well, it's going like 5 years now. And then I look at my feed, and they're like, oh, 30. This will be the 34th episode. Wow. So I feel weird that it's taken so freaking long to get this many, but yeah, huge break.
There's a lot in the fucking background too, right?
Yeah, and it's hard to explain that to people where it's like, well, yes, but I mean, recently it's every 2 weeks like it should have been. Yeah. A guy, because I got in a conversation because the mixer that I have, I basically said like, hey, because the guy was asking information about gates and all this other stuff. Mm-hmm. And instead of buying outboard equipment, I was like, you should check this out. And essentially I just sent him links and like, this is what I do. And he ended up buying it.
Oh, nice.
So it's like, I feel obligated to talk to him about
Did he click
things.
through? Did he click through?
No.
Fuck yeah.
No, I'm saying I didn't give him a link to click through because on the website, you're like the group, it's one of the rules. You can't give affiliate links to people and like make money off giving advice. Like the whole point is just to like help people in general.
For free? Fuck that.
But anyways, so the Glen Show, we did get one new rating on iTunes.
Boom, let's read it.
No, but no review. So,
fuck you.
Yeah. Spend the time, guys. Click on the little rating thing and then write something with it.
So what was the rating?
A 5-star.
Oh, okay.
This would be the
Don't act like it's a slam dunk. 5.
Well, no. I mean, it would not be a starting point where you'd be like, "Oh, we got a new review, guys."
Okay, that's
By
fair.
the way, it's a 1-star. Probably not going to really mention a lot of those.
Hey, by the way, I was listening to one of my podcasts, and they do it live YouTube, and that's irrelevant. But they do this new thing where they have a call-in or like a messaging system during live.
Oh,
but they can also call in for a price and get on the air.
Oh, that's pretty fun.
How entertaining is that? So he dropped he dropped like his regular ads. So he had like a coffee company that supported him and like Daily Shave Club and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. But so now he does it and people fucking call in and there's like famous people on this thing. Like Jay Leno's been on and people have called in the middle of this.
Oh my God.
And they paid like $7 to get on. Like, that is the best bang for your buck $7 ever.
Oh man. How do you replace all of that with like a $7 call-in? Like, is he just rolling calls nonstop?
No. So he switched his podcast. So it used to be just once a week for like an hour and a half. And now he does it twice a week for 45 minutes. And then he'll dedicate like 20 minutes to just the phone calls but a lot of it's just like type in questions. Yeah. So then they'll answer it. Not all everybody does live. Only the people that like donate a lot get on live. And by a lot, I mean $7. The best thing was some dude from like Czechoslovakia, and then like he tipped on the backside.
Nice.
Yeah.
Was he a cam girl? Jesus.
Yeah, I know. I'll have to let you know what that is, but it's something like super. The name eludes me now. But.
Yeah. Well, at one point in time, we did have on the website TGS Podcast or theglenshow.com with one N. A little thing where you could click and actually leave a recorded voicemail.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
I got rid of it just because no one was using it, and the integration was kind of a pain when there was some updates. But that was a long time ago. Maybe possibly worth revisiting because that'd be funny to play clips on the show of random people.
That'd be great. I think we should revisit
That'd be great. That'd be great.
Yeah,
but
what is that
we
from?
talk about there's so much like interaction, like as far as like downloads and people listening stuff, but no one really, like even in the Facebook group comments, like I'll ask, hey, what about this? And one person like comment. So when they're being called out to actually do something,
Something so easy as typing into the
to take action, they have issues.
Yeah. So in summary, message us. We'll put it on the air.
Yeah, there is an actual contact thing on the website.
Do you get emails?
No, well, not from anyone other than Indian web developers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just love the fact that they're very upfront now. Back in the day, they would try to hide it and speak like, I don't know, just the way that they spoke to you could tell it was like translated horribly. Now they don't even hide it. They're like, I'm from India. I'm good at what I do. Like they just kind of like, it's very short to the point and beg for your,
So what they want to like edit for you? More or less?
like just check out your website. Wanted like SEO, like, that sort of stuff. And I don't know. Our website is essentially just a bunch of posts.
Yeah.
So I copy and paste shit from the iTunes feed in there to the newest post, and like it's just a bunch of links to stuff. So
I've always kind of been curious about how this SEO thing works. Like, how much money do you have to pay to actually have good recommended Google searches?
people, I don't know. Yeah, no, it makes sense because it's on the work side of things, not like the podcast. It's interesting. Like, we have a marketing guy that you pay per dollar. Like you have set budgets and stuff for keywords, and that's cool for that when it comes to the Google AdWords. But when the SEO stuff, like he spent a bunch of time just reworking the website where it was a lot of pictures and other stuff where he would start to have explanations, and that helped out with the more used keywords and people linked together. I'm just getting really sorry, but
No, that's why I asked.
Yeah, I mean it's cool, but definitely not anything we need.
No, yeah, I'm just curious in general because I was listening to the that one on podcast where the guys were interviewing the Wayfair guys, and the reason why that they became so popular is because they got early in on that, so they knew how to master it, and so they were selling just random shit like fucking desks and chairs and whatever, and eventually built a Wayfair. But pretty much that's how they were just masters of it at the beginning.
The other thing with that isn't. Who's calling you?
My father. I talked to him yesterday. I don't know why he's calling me. He was grumpy then. Maybe he won't be grumpy this time.
It's just funny to have, again, that group, people get obsessed with stuff that, like, in the beginning, you think it means something, but it doesn't. Mm-hmm. No one's going to randomly, like, type in podcast and be like, oh, the Glen show, like, discover the show that way.
Right.
Definitely.
Like, it's word of mouth. It spreads, or they just randomly click on it because they found it on some link, or they're clicking on the other Glen.
Mistaken click.
By the way, what is that guy doing these days? Has he done nothing?
No, he's still producing stuff.
Okay.
I should
You should start like
a cease and desist letter.
just to razz him.
Even though it's two ends.
It's like old school radio wars. Dude, we should totally do that. I'm excited about that.
The whole group jumps on. He's like, what is going on?
Just waging war. I mean, who was like, Stern was like number one at that, but like even Mancow would do that shit. And then Bubba.
Yeah,
would be all over it too.
Yeah, I don't know. To me, like, it's wasted energy.
It is a little bit wasted energy. But
well, if you could just like tell your fans to do it, which, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right, so my pissed offness today, which is kind of spilling over, it's about fucking trash cans, man.
Oh, no. Oh, which ones? Just the...
Not the outside, but inside, because I've yet to come across a normal trash can that works.
By the way, I did notice your trash can, like you have the bag like pulled up but not taken out.
Oh, I was about to, we're about to take the garbage and stuff out, but that's what made me think of it, is the fact that we've probably owned 6 to 7 different styles of trash can.
Really?
Yeah. And every time the bag just falls in.
Oh, Glenn, have you used my trash can? My dad bought it for me. Speaking of my dad.
The one that probably costs like $150.
It's $150, but they're nice. And the trash bag never falls in because, number one,
does it have Wi-Fi?
It probably could.
Bluetooth enabled.
Because it has like an inner lining, like a plastic insert. You pull the plastic insert out, you put the trash bag in, and then you wrap it around the lip. And then there's like a hole in the back. You just tuck the extra plastic in. And then when you set it back in, it's self-retaining. So the plastic can't wrap out.
2 things, Jason.
What?
$150.
Yeah, but Glenn, think
But how many have you bought now?
Yeah, 5 times.
I'm talking over
20.
a lot, like over a lifetime, and the designs have been crappy. I'm not talking like
We've had this 10
me
years.
going, nope, next, like not in a row.
Glenn,
Second, that's a lot of work. There's a liner where you're putting a bag and like
it takes 2 seconds. It takes. Hold on. It's just a trash can in a trash can, so you're just pulling it out to access the original trash can.
so you have a $300 trash can.
But he bought it for us because he loves his. And
Does it automatically open up? Like,
So it has a foot thing.
okay,
But then once you like flip it up, you could just push it beyond the limitation of a rod. There's like a rod with a hook on it, and then when you push the lid back, it stays open. And then all you have to do to close it, just hit the fucking foot pedal, and it goes. And
for those
slowly
listening at
closes.
home, Jason's doing a bunch of hand movements.
Yeah, I know.
I don't even know what he's talking about, and I'm right here.
But it's very difficult for me to explain anything on this because I am very like handy.
You definitely are. You
Yeah.
definitely animated.
That sounds really expensive, by the way. For everything you explained, it's all plastic, and there's no, because at least with Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, whatever we were just talking about, or a sensor that automatically opens the door, like opens the top part, like at least that's some cost. Like this, we're talking about pieces of plastic.
It's stainless.
Oh, well, okay.
Oh,
Still.
it's like a plastic.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah, but still. Yeah, the center. Yeah, I know that's like yes and too on top of your fucking. So I mean it's well built, and there's a reason why my dad bought it for me because he's like, dude, I've been through this. Here you go, just letting you in the real world, the way it's supposed to be done. Glenn, you're supposed to buy nice things in life.
I understand that.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Can you justify $150 for a garbage can?
I mean, I probably wouldn't spend that much on one. I've got one that works great, though. I mean,
how?
I think the big point is that I think that the trash can is less deep than the bag itself. So it's not like adding.
It's not optimizing the
not
size
adding-
of the bag.
It's not optimized the size of the bag, but it's not adding pressure to the top to like let it fall in or anything. So it stays put all the time.
How much was it? This is.
I don't know, maybe $40. I'm not sure how much it was. It wasn't very expensive. It's just a plastic one.
I'm sure you can get one on Amazon for like 75. This is 120 like 10 years ago, before Amazon was around. Glenn, well, okay. So what's your other beef with the trash can?
Nothing. The only beef is the fact the bag just, it always sinks in, and it doesn't matter the depth of the, it just like. So we had an older one,
Yeah.
which had these metal like hooks. So you would essentially grab the bag, fold it over the back little metal rim, and then snap it down, and then do the same to the front, and that held it in place.
Dude, what the hell? I have no experience with what you're doing. Like mine never falls. I'll send you a picture of what mine is.
Okay.
It'll change your life.
Do you really? Are you a crammer? Do you?
Yeah.
Or do you
Not
always
really.
empty it?
Yeah, no, my bags are not like jammed full to the point where it's
Okay,
like,
but what do you use quality bags?
yeah.
We don't use quality bags, and it's fine.
God damn.
I use quality bags, but mine's fine. And
Are you trying to make up for the $150 by making like really crappy bags?
You know me. I'm like weirdly poor man cheap.
Like
Like
Costco.
I'll buy nice things, but we went through a stint where we'd even buy the plastic tie thing on the inside. On the end. We
Oh
did
my God.
the 4 like
Holy
hanging
cow.
overs. Yeah, they work just fine. Sarah might disagree with that, but, but I take the garbage out too.
Okay, so that might be an upgrade, guys.
Just do a Christmas. I'll buy one for Christmas as a
No, I
present
don't
for you.
know.
Yeah, because mine was gifted to me, and I'll gift one to you.
That's way too much. A $40 one, I'll look at that. I'll buy that.
I'll find a cheap one and make you miserable with it, or because it'll like half work. And that just
One
sounds.
day you come over to back to like the crappy Rubbermaid one again. You're like, what happened, Glenn? I'm like, well.
Well, speaking of garbage cans, I hate those the ones that you get for your garbage man.
Oh, yeah.
I blew one up one time in my car in the middle of the road. I hit it going about 70.
was it mine? Was it like last fall? Because that happened to me, and my fucking trash was everywhere. I had to pick it up.
Oh, did the wind blow it out? Or someone
I
just
don't know.
clipped
Someone
it?
nailed it. There was a big crack on the side of it. Yeah, it was definitely.
Were they dicks about it? Replacing?
No.
Okay.
butt their dicks because they don't pick up my fucking recycling. I don't know if they like canceled the service on me or what. Because like, what?
They might have.
They may have because like it's every other week, and so I just put it out every single week now, and it's always full every time. Like they never. That's my beef with Republic fuckers.
Do you have to? Is your township pay for yours, or you're in city limits?
No.
Oh,
City.
that sucks.
I would be talking
City
to someone
limits.
if I'm
There is
paying
no
for-
city. The closest city to me is Bridgman,
I didn't know if Sawyer had it.
unincorporated.
Oh, okay, I didn't know.
Yeah, no, it's no.
Chickmane
I
Township.
pay
Gotcha.
quite a bit of money actually for that service.
I'd be looking into that then if you're paying for something you're not getting.
I know. I need to call them. I'm just fucking lazy.
Yeah, Sarah's sister works for Republic. The in retentions, I think too. The yeah, ours is built into the cost is built into our taxes.
Yeah, a lot of people have that.
It's wonderful. Don't have to worry about it. Yeah. So, anyways, I blew one up. It was like 7 years ago, and it tore my car up.
That it?
Only thing I've ever hit on the road. Knock on wood.
I always think about cones, blowing up some cones in the
Oh
zone.
yeah, dude.
I've come close.
Yeah, construction zone, man. There's a lot of blowed up cones.
Yeah. Oh, I've thought about it before where, like, it was like 2 weeks back, a semi truck had its butt hanging out in the Red Arrow Highway, and they just threw some cones down. I'm like, can't do that. Like, can't just block a spot that's 55 miles an hour with a cone without a proper, like, lane change depth. I was like, I know it's there. I should just fucking blast all these cones.
Yeah.
Just
It's like those
moving
fucking
on.
plow truck drivers in the winter. It's like just because you have a yellow light on your truck doesn't mean shit. You don't have any fucking right of way here. You're just doing that, and you think that you're like God. No, if I run into you, it's your fucking fault because you backed right up into me.
And the other thing with those garbage trucks too, the like you said, the plow trucks, they have those LEDs on the back now, and they're almost blinding to a point where you can't get around them. It's like it's early in the morning, you're fucking barely awake anyways, and then you're just fucking pop, 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 pop with LEDs. Yeah.
Did you guys do anything for Cinco de Mayo?
Not at all.
Nothing?
Wait,
Wow.
no, I didn't.
It was yesterday, Steve. Don't get fired. Steve started thinking
I was like,
depths.
well, did I go to El Rodeo for lunch?
Locked
No,
him up.
I didn't do anything.
No, we went and got a couple drinks last night, but that was it.
Any Mexican food at all?
No, I don't. I don't like Mexican food, right?
How dare you, Jason?
I know.
You don't?
Not necessarily. And Sarah hates me for this too because she
understand.
loves it.
Yeah.
So you don't like meat, cheese,
I know, but
lettuce, tomato?
yeah, but that's not necessarily Mexican food. I mean, like tortillas. I mean, I don't know. It's okay. It's okay. Nothing's fresh enough to have it here locally.
La
do you mean
Perla?
nothing
We
is
should go to La
fresh
Perla
enough?
one day.
Fuck La Perla.
Why?
It's hit and miss. It's so hit and miss.
I used to feel that way, but I feel like they've gotten the shit
I'm
together.
learning a lot about you, Jason.
I know.
A lot of things I don't
Like. Well, I had it twice. Oh, so La Perla is a place local to Steve and I.
It's a bodega. Yeah, local
It's
bodega.
literally does that mean it's a grocery store in like Mexico?
It's like,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, we drove by it last.
Mexican.
I know. Is that insulting to you, Glenn? Sorry.
I don't care.
Well, of course hold on. It's your heritage. Of course you're gonna like it. Steve is the.
What the fuck?
I don't know. So then, but the first time I had it was just not very good, and then the second time I had it was much, much better. But they season the shit out of their meat. It's almost to a point of not good. They're covering things up.
Gringo.
Yeah.
By the way, we work with a Hispanic that sweeps our house, our work, and he calls everybody gringos.
I like that.
Hold on. What's your favorite thing? I have a favorite thing.
We'll get deep into that in a minute.
Oh, you're going somewhere with this.
Well, no. Because I have some questions on whether you would try this stuff or not. Because I'm cool with like diving deep here, but we'll start real simple, like hard or soft shell for you, Steve.
Hard shell, 100%.
Jason,
He's the gringo, soft shell.
I used to be soft shell when I was
fuck
younger.
you. Yeah.
Turned to hard shell when I got older.
Why? Just because they
Same way.
reinvented the shell and made it U-shaped?
So it stands up on its own now?
Yeah.
that flat bottom. No, I don't know. I mean, they have different versions of it, but if I do go, I wouldn't necessarily say flour tortillas, but that style of tortilla, they actually make some corn ones. I'll go with that if I'm really going authentic.
But what about the fall apart thing?
Yeah, it happens. Then you can just use another shell to help scoop up the other.
Or you can wrap it with a soft shell to keep it all intact.
Jesus Christ.
That's the real solution. I like them both.
The double decker.
AKA the Gordita Crunch.
I'm the white guy.
Yeah, I know. Hey, we've all had drunken soft points.
Oh yeah, good stuff. People were in crave cases.
Actually, the best shell I've had on a taco in Grand Rapids. There's that place, San Jose Taqueria or whatever it's called, and corn tortillas that they crisp up with oil. They like brush oil on it and crisp it up.
Boom. That's similar to what Glen does for his. What's the stuff that you made for us at one time? You like how I always do this.
Food.
Glenn, when you stop to make the, you know what I'm talking about, like cumin, fucking chicken.
You know, curry?
Curry, thank you.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, when you make those curry things, you make it with the,
the flatbread is amazing.
Yeah. He sautés it kind of like, I guess.
Yeah, you put it in the pan.
Naan bread? Is that what you're talking about?
It's a version of that.
Fucking naan bread's awesome.
But it's like, it's layered. It's more layered than naan. So it has like, as you're cooking it, it begins to kind of puff out, and it's a flaky layer, like almost like a puff pastry, but savory. It's amazing.
Sounds really
like
good.
a roti wrap is, I think, the brand roti.
It is good.
Sour cream and guacamole. Where do you fall on that?
Hate sour cream, love guacamole.
Both. I love them both.
Yeah, I love both. Why didn't sour cream?
I don't know. It's just
Sour?
yeah. I have like a traumatic moment in my childhood.
there
Kind
it
of.
is.
It's not really
You're
traumatic,
force fed.
but no, I didn't like sour cream from the get go. And then like I remember, do you remember Doug Nelson? Oh,
That's a deep drop.
That
Barely.
is a deep drop. That's a long time ago. But we went to Taco Bell, and I ordered a taco, but they gave me a taco supreme, and I bit into it, and there was a huge gob of it, and I almost threw up. And that's just like the moment I remember. And ever since then, I've hated sour cream.
Yeah.
In small doses, it's okay because it doesn't really taste that much.
So it's got to be blended in with everything.
Yeah, definitely.
Not the caulking gun.
Not not the fucking spoon where there's like and it just like dollops on there. No, not that.
By the way, speaking of Taco Bell, I watched some British guys have it for the first time. They're over here from Great Britain, and they fucking this is disgusting. I'm like, you're doing life wrong. You gotta do this shit drunk.
Yeah.
You don't just sample fucking Taco Bell sober.
It should not be your dinner. Or like your sit down dinner.
Yeah.
All right, into the weird stuff now. This is the part where what I'm into. I appreciate a beef, like a cow tongue taco or burrito.
See, can you even get that around here?
Yeah, La Perla.
La Perla has it? Okay.
Or
Have you ever seen their butcher area?
No, somebody always goes and
It's a
gets it.
bodega.
Yeah. You could smell that place when you drive by, on a side note.
yeah, the whole thing with the cow tongue, it's super tender. It's got that beef taste, so like it's a fantastic tasting thing if you can get past
The thought.
the visual and the thought.
Yeah. This is my rules of thumb. If it isn't shaped like what you're eating, like it was originally, and it has good flavor, I'm in.
Yeah.
I can get over the texture.
Well, let me explain a little deeper here. You can see taste buds.
Yeah, I don't think I'd like that. I've never tried it. This is the white guy in me, but I've never had it. Never even seen it cooked.
How about like oxtail? Would you do an oxtail?
Yeah, I would.
I don't know what it looks like.
Dude, so yeah, it's so like so many people have never had it, but it's easily the best part of the freaking cow.
Really?
Dude, all the fat on that tail, holy shit, it renders down so good. Boom. My mom used to make it growing up. It was a special occasion.
So the very Mexican side of me, same thing. My mom would get that, and then ham hocks.
What's a ham hock?
Essentially the same part, but to a pig. So it's like the bottom, not the tail, sorry, but it's more like the foot, the hoof, the bottom area.
Oh, right.
But when she was making soup, that's what she'd start with.
Yeah, because you can get
water
a really good
and
base out of it. Braise it. Boom.
What about menudo? Have you guys ever had that?
I don't even know what that is.
No idea.
So it's a Mexican soup, and it has white corn or hominy. It's kind of spicy, but the weird thing is it has cow stomach, also called tripe.
Is it? Is it like shaped like it still, or does it
No.
cook down?
Essentially,
Like grind
everything they just cut in like little chunks. So it's like
Yeah.
these tiny little squares.
I actually have had that before.
Yeah, I mean it's everyone calls it a good hangover cure.
It's almost like a flappy piece of fat, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of what it's.
Yeah.
But it's got that texture. Of like
It's an interesting texture, yeah, like a honeycomb-esque type.
What?
Weird, yeah.
Yeah, it's got like a honeycomb on one side. The other side's kind of smooth.
I was imagining like flank steak, like the outside of the flank, where it's
no.
like really chewy, but it's not.
It's not muscle.
more organy.
Yeah, it's organ. It's not muscle.
Right. But is it like grainy a little bit?
No, it's fat.
Yeah, it's basically like a piece of fat that's like
I'm sold on this.
feathery almost.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I think, yeah. You ever meet people that just cut off the fat off like steak and stuff?
Yeah,
I used to do that
Majority
when
of
I was young. Now I'm
people.
just like, you
I know.
loser.
I'm like, you got to mix it in. It's got all the flavor. All the flavor.
the marble is good.
Yeah. All right, what else you got, Glenn? Because I got my favorite
Your favorite one?
Mexican food.
Oh no, that's majority of it. Like it's the oddball. So like the beef tongue is preferred if I have the option for that. But when like this is by far not the most Mexican thing ever. But freaking when they deep fry, was it chalupas or whatever the?
What?
Oh no.
I mean, chimichangas.
Yes, that's what I mean. Sorry.
Oh, the burritos.
Oh, God.
The deep fried burritos.
Amazing.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. I think we're skipping over the good stuff. Tamale, man.
Oh, that is the forgotten one. Yeah,
Yeah.
tamales are fantastic.
Oh, I forget every fall, and then that coworker brings them in and brings like hundreds of them.
La Perla has good tamales.
Oh yeah,
They do have good ones, and I'm not going to argue with that. But it's only one. They only do it once a year.
No,
In the
No.
fall.
they do it year round.
You can buy
They do
them
it year
every
round?
day, yeah.
Well, maybe they only do a special on it in the fall.
Well, you can buy. They're refrigerated though, so it comes in a prepackaged thing, and it's like $6 for 5 or 6 of them.
Right. Well,
But-
I've had them in the fall before. I didn't know that it was year round.
Yeah,
But those are good. I'll
quality.
Yeah. I like
None of this food is good for your health, by the way.
no, all that corn is not good
do you know
for
what?
you.
Lard is the
May-
other mixture of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So you got the masa and then lard.
Yeah. I don't know. Lard's all right.
Yeah, no, I just mean if you're counting calories.
Yeah. So then the other nice thing about La Perla, and this is the one thing I will say that's good about it, is they have like the homemade salsa, and it's always different. And sometimes you get fucking butthole burn, but but it's good flavor. But sometimes it's pretty mild. I think that's the only reason why I like Mexican food a little bit is because of all the salsa variations.
Yeah, there are quite a few. I'm a fan of the Verda.
Yeah. Berta.
I think I'll toss that in there. I don't know. To me, I want to be able to taste the food. So as people just start piling on that hot sauce, where they're like,
Yeah.
like the ghost pepper and like all these
Yeah.
crazy hot
Yeah.
sauces, like forget that.
Yeah, that's not worth it.
I don't want to cry, like you said twice.
Yeah.
One on the front and one on the back.
I do. I'm a spicy food kind of guy, but not that spicy anymore. Tears me up.
Well, guys, we're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Was that 20 minutes? How long was it? Really?
Hey Glen Show fans, I'm Justin Flagel from Red Chuck Productions, here to bring you your Pop Culture Minute. This week we have Frank Turner and his stunning new release, Be More Kind. But first, let's set the backstory. If you're not already familiar with Frank Turner, congratulations, because your music listening just gained an amazing back catalog of feel-good folk punk.
I got me a shovel, and I'm digging a ditch.
You really can't go wrong anywhere, but might I suggest checking out Songbook, a lovely sampling of the best of Frank Turner, including the ultra-hopeful Get Better, and one of my all-time favorite sing-alongs, 4 Simple Words.
It's the only thing I really know. I wanna dance. I wanna dance. I want laughs and love and a smattering of romance.
But now you've got the backstory, so let's move forward to Frank's newest release, Be More Kind. This album is a folk pop-infused rock set, taking a look at the world with a fresh breath of optimism in these dark political times. There's no naivety here, just an exhilarating motivational confessional on moving forward, living well, and getting the most out of life. It's Frank Turner and Be More Kind, available now at your digital music outlets and at frank-turner.com. Once again, I'm Justin Flagel from Red Chuck Productions, and this has been your Pop Culture Minute. Here's to life.
All right, guys, we're back from the break.
From the break.
The break.
We never left our seats.
The
or
TGS
took our headphones
podcast.
off.
So Margaret's birthday was Friday.
Did she get lucky?
I think she got lucky when she met me, Jason. So we went out shopping.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I took the day off. Food, shopping, good stuff. Weather was kind of crappy, and we were going to go to Chicago, but ended up sticking a little closer, so we decided to go to South Bend.
No.
Question for you guys.
Answer for you.
Who picked out the sheets at your house?
You mean like,
The bedding?
I mean, definitely Chris.
What about you?
Okay. I know your guys' relationship, which is kind of entertaining because I know your answer, but definitely Sarah.
Yeah, Margaret picked out new sheets and
What?
all that good stuff, yeah.
You did?
Curveball.
Well, no, because she this is what kind
Power
of
play on the birthday, huh?
spurred the conversation.
Power.
She's like, oh, I'm going to wait this out. Let's bring it on it right now.
Have you ever like gone deep into like sheet shopping?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Definitely.
Yeah, I definitely have. No, but we're so I'm like, we could use new sheets, and she's like, oh, really? So she starts like trying to match stuff together and going through like this whole, scenario. And I'm like, well, I kind of like this one. She's like, okay, well, what about, well, this will go with this. I'm like, well, but what do you want?
Mm-hmm.
She's like, well, you hate everything I like. So she just started like picking out all these things, and I'm like, all right, let's go. She's like, well, you don't like them. I was like, who cares?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sleeping on this. Like, this is not going to make or break, but I do have serious opinions about sheets and about materials and all that stuff. But yeah, I don't care. Whatever. It's not going to be the last pair of sheets we ever buy.
So what are the levels here? I always forget. It's not a thread count thing, right? So it's a
Well, I mean,
material.
I think it's a mixture of thread count mixed with like material types. Because like not every thread count is created equal.
Right. That's exactly right. So what'd you end up with? Synthetic? Cotton?
No, we were at Target. I don't know.
Oh.
They were. I mean, we didn't go super luxury. Like,
Oh.
let's get ridiculous.
I would say you've really like stayed at a hotel and you're like, wow, this is fucking great.
Once or twice.
What kind did this place use?
Comfort suites. I'm just lucky there's not blood on anything.
Yeah, I mean, like you were like had like a great bed. You're like stay at like a Hilton or something like that.
Yeah,
Not that
yeah.
Hilton's like super nice, but they always have like Sertas.
The DoubleTree. DoubleTree is a solid bed.
Oh, yeah.
From what I remember. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, you can drop like $1,000 on bedding,
Yeah.
not the mattress, the bedding and pillows. Where you at on pillow? What kind of pillow game do you run?
I'm a firm guy.
But just regular filling.
Yeah.
Steven?
I have a Tempur-Pedic.
Oh, you would have a Tempur-Pedic.
What
How's that
the
treat
fuck
you?
does that mean?
Are you
It's nice.
a side sleeper or back sleeper? What's your story?
I'm usually a back sleeper, but I also I dabble on the side.
I like the
I start off on the side. Like I immediately just over to the side. That's when Margaret knows lights out. Like 'cause I'll be in the back watching TV, playing the computer, all sorts of stuff, and then boom.
Give her the back or you give her the front?
Well, we both rolled in the same direction, so that would be my left.
Yeah, but we're talking about back and front.
Are you big spoon, little spoon?
Yeah.
Oh,
You go, wow,
Sorry.
Glenn. Where did you think I was going with this?
well, no, I thought you meant like, are you like
I mean,
she sleeps on her side to the right, you sleep on your side to the left, so you're just like head on with each other, or
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
hearing
that-
me.
yeah.
No, we're both same direction. I'm always. How would I be the small spoon in that?
because you would then lay with your back to her and her face would be to your back.
Oh no. Okay, solid point. No, she's little spoon.
There for a while, Sarah and I were back to back, head to toe.
Sounds like part of a rap song. Back to back, head to toe.
Yeah. Not anymore.
That's the way this bitch flows.
I like the down pillow. I like the ability to fluff.
I used to have
Glenn.
down.
Yeah.
Love me some down. Got over that.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
just
the
because
feathers and everything just would get all over the place.
Oh, well, a good
Over
pillow.
time.
Over time.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, is those freaking regular pillows just smash down. You can't fluff them. Can't bring them back to life.
My biggest thing is we've got a king size bed and we got the fucking pillows to match, the really long
Yeah, you
ones.
gotta have the long ones.
Hate those.
Yeah.
I'd rather have the short standard pillows because I'm also a weirdo that like will take a pillow, wrap it
Yeah.
around when I roll over to the side. So whenever I do that, I have this freaking tail that's like flopping all over the place. So when I change positions, there's like I'm knocking shit over.
Yeah, I like the full size ones too in the down because you can really get a pack on it. You can really bunch that shit up in the end. So I'm similar to you. But I'm a side sleeper always, which is horrible. Horrible for my shoulders, man. I'm like this. My fucking arm is straight out underneath it. And it'll go to sleep on me for sure.
It does create some weird times where I'll wake up and I'm just like, oh man, I've got a giant knot in my shoulder right now.
Yeah.
That's the only downside.
I went through a stint where my back was like really horrible. And the lady's like, hey, which way do you sleep? I'm like, so on my side. She goes, yeah, you probably shouldn't do that. She said, that's what it is. And you should sleep on your back. But I'm like, yeah, you can't just do it. And I mean, you can't just make that transition.
I feel weird when I fall asleep on my back.
Yeah. Like you want to roll over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Something's not right here. Yeah. It just feels off.
I'm more of like a slight stomach sleeper. So I'm a quarter stomach. I'm a quarter stomach. With a leg kick. With a leg kick.
One leg kicked from out underneath.
And the blanket between my legs. I don't know why. It's weird. There has to be like a proper like cooling to heating ratio because I generate heat, you know.
What
I'm
age
with
did
you
you
on
guys start using bedding properly?
I'll let you know.
31.
Because I remember back in the day.
31? Why'd you have a specific age? Oh, okay. When'd you buy your house? How old were you?
Well, that's what I was trying to correlate. Yeah.
Yeah.
32, 31, something like that.
Glenn, you've always been.
No, not
You make
always.
your bed.
How do you feel like Glenn has always been? Glenn's really been into sleep,
Yeah.
even in high school.
Yeah, but okay, what I'm talking about, the difference in the actual using proper bedding is the fact that when I was much younger, I'd be like, what's this top sheet for? And we just like wing it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't like, it's just more shit to get tangled up. I'm like, oh yes. Now as you're older, I'm like, it serves a purpose.
So
like it creates separation and like, you know.
So you do the top sheet now.
Oh yeah. Top sheet. There's multiple layers of blankets. There's the, you know, that little in between and then the top comforter.
Mm-hmm.
It's multiple layers. And then you can peel them back based on like how warm you are.
Yeah. Steve, top sheet?
No.
Yeah.
You don't
me
use
ne-
top
me-
sheet?
Me neither.
I just have just sheet and
So
in the way,
answer
man.
is you guys still don't use sheets properly.
Okay, maybe I don't. Yeah.
That's what I meant. I know.
I'm too fat and sweaty for that kind of shit, man.
Sarah, yeah, and Sarah and I don't even have the same blanket.
But we're talking about like, okay,
What? Yeah, we have separate blankets.
I'll get into that in a second. But when you talk about fat and sweaty, that's kind of the purpose of the top sheet is to prevent having to wash the top layers as often if you have that separating sheet.
We
if
should
you're all
listen to Glenn
sweaty.
here because he's sweating right now.
I'm sipping water and sweating.
I'm drinking a hot coffee and not sweating. Yeah, I totally get it. So if I stay at a hotel, I'll leave the top sheet in there. And
Yeah.
I totally get it.
Yeah.
But it's too much effort. You have to make your bed. That's why I said you make your bed every day.
Yeah, not every day, but it reaches
Wait
a
a
point.
minute. How many blankets do you have on your bed? Like, how many layers of blankets?
So there's fitted sheet,
Yep.
top sheet, the woven like blanket, which is,
Oh, you are full on.
Jesus Christ. Like,
It is hotel status over
and
here.
then there's the top.
Comforter.
Yeah, except it's a.
and then you got the thing going across your
got a
feet at the
cover.
Except
bottom.
it's a quilt. I think it's a quilt now.
So you got a
the
duvet
new one's a
cover.
quilt.
And you got a duvet cover over it. I'm assuming.
No. It's a,
Is
it's
it
a
called?
quilt.
Is it called a duvet?
Yeah, I've
Okay.
got a duvet. It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, packing that thing in there.
Yeah, and then the comforter gets like wadded up in there, and you have to like fix it. It's annoying as hell.
Are you a pillow top, like kind of fitted sheet kind of guy?
Oh yeah, love me some pillow top.
Yeah, I like the pillow top too, but I just never do it. Should probably do that.
So you do a top sheet above the fitted sheet
Yeah.
so that you can just clean that before taking the fitted sheet off. Is that what you're saying?
No, so you're washing the fitted sheet and the top sheet.
What he's doing is creating an air level between the comforter and himself, so he doesn't get as hot. The top sheet keeps you cool. That's what he's saying.
No, I'm saying it
His
stops
bed game
from
is strong.
when you're talking about sweating balls and stuff. That sweat doesn't transfer to the top blankets.
That's what you think. There's like a perfect silhouette of sweat Glen's fucking in between.
I'll give you a tutorial later on how to prep it. You know what? If you guys don't mind, I'll swing by the house and let me know. Let me know. I'll get you all set up. And well, if not, we can order some stuff off Amazon using our link. Get you all set up hotel style.
Yeah, so when Sarah needs to sleep head to toe, you can't share a blanket then. So we had to have separate blankets, and it's just matured into our current status of head.
Well, at one point we did have separate blankets too.
Oh.
But it was because we would always, she'd get so mad because I would do the turn.
Oh.
And I would always end up with like a part of the blanket and just.
She'd just be shivering alone.
Yeah. Yep.
But you guys are on one blanket.
Yeah. We are now. We've worked it out a little bit.
Yeah, we're both like blanket huggers, so you can't share a bed, especially a king. Even though there's all that space and all that freaking comforter,
Yeah.
it still doesn't matter. It's just further apart to have the tug of war on.
Yeah. So that was one of the birthday stuff.
What did she get specifically for herself? Did she get anything? Clothes.
Yeah. A bunch of clothes.
South Bend. Was it busy? I don't know why I'm asking you this.
Yeah. A little bit. And some baking things. She likes baking, so we got some of that.
Did you guys break anything in?
No.
The bedding.
She worked later on that night,
Oh.
so closed out a show. But the other thing, which did you guys see it on the far end of the property, the garden beds?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Started to build garden bed. That's also part of that.
Where are you going to grow?
I don't know. That's up to her. That's up to Margaret.
Do you know your biggest fault that you've done so far?
Tell you guys about it.
No.
I think it might be. What?
You've put it at the perfect level for a deer to walk up and eat it. You've made it as like a serving tray to deer.
Oh, there's gonna be a fence put in.
Oh, okay.
Like
That's good. Because it's like they don't even have to lean over to eat it.
You're making it so like,
Oh, look at this asshole.
you can't even get pissed at him, Glenn.
Because like out here, I mean, like you have deer.
Yeah, there's deer all over the property.
And they're going to get right through that. Did you see Romeo's freaking setup he had last year? 2 years
I
ago?
haven't.
He built,
yeah. Okay.
He built like a fucking house of garden.
Wow.
So because the rabbits couldn't get in and out, because rabbits are bad too. So
Yeah.
the elevation's good, but the deer are still going to tear it up.
Yeah.
What are you going to put in there?
I don't know. I'm leaving it up to Margaret.
How are you going to rototill that? What was your original plan?
So I'm gonna basically scrape the top layer
Mm-hmm.
and then kind of loosen the soil up and then bring in some topsoil.
Oh, I saw you ask Steve for a rototiller. I thought you were going to do it in the ground at first.
Well, we were gonna actually do a row across the barn of some sunflowers,
Oh, nice.
all America like.
America.
And then there's some other spots along the house that I actually want to till up and kind of get it leveled off, like in the backyard near the tree. I want to like level off some stuff and throw some stone down. So essentially, it's just knocking it down a little bit.
Do you have an attachment?
Oh, no,
Steve?
I don't have a rotiller.
No. I was going to say you can borrow if you know somebody that has a rototiller attachment, you can borrow my tractor. I want to lend it out.
But
man.
the things
Thing
I'm doing,
confused.
it's just like there's small spots where a tractor would just be demolishing like, all the stuff that needs to get done.
It's just so much quicker, and for moving topsoil.
So I don't know what she's actually going to put in the beds, but I did make a top 5 list
Oh,
of vegetables.
I like this.
Jesus.
You know what my number one is.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
So we made a top 5. I made a top 5, another top 5 list on the one show.
Oh, I like these where I had to guess.
So this is my power ranking of my favorite vegetables.
Steve,
And it's based off the gardening aspect. So it's not just like all vegetables. In
how
general.
specific did you get on things? Did you divide families up, or you just
No,
Okay.
just very broad.
Getting the questions out of the way.
I'll let you go first because I think I'm going to nail number 1.
Cucumber.
Nope.
Cucumber is number 4. The reason why I like cucumber.
Oh, Jesus.
It's quality. Like,
yeah.
in a salad, like everyone goes for like the little tomato pieces. Like screw that. Like I want the chunks of cucumber.
Yeah, but dude, when you get cucumbers in your garden, you just eat them like a fucking apple.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Yeah. They're quality.
Number 1, peppers.
Wrong.
Fuck you, Glenn. Well,
Come
it's had to
on.
be number 2.
Peppers are overrated, Jason.
Ooh.
Even jalapenos, I saw you going like, that's why I asked you. I was like,
That's pretty generic too. Like,
If
peppers are overrated?
peppers were
Fuck
number-
you, Glenn. you said you like Mexican food. What is half of Mexican food?
very true.
Suck a dick.
maybe,
I hate your contradiction today.
yeah, maybe you're missing it. Maybe it's tomatoes.
No, that's my number 1, and that's why Glenn didn't look at me like that.
Tomato is number 5.
Yeah, I knew it was far down on Glenn's list.
In what specific tomato, Jason?
Well, you would do Roma.
I would not.
No, you would just do a regular old beef eater.
Beefsteak or
Beef
whatever.
steak.
Yeah, that'd be more up my alley. But I know which one you're the San.
San Manzaro? Manzaro? Why can't I say it?
I don't know.
I fucking love your quest for like tomatoes to make your sauce with.
My tomato sauce is fucking good. I stand by it. I'll just buy the good stuff, though. I'll grow them. My dad grew them for me last year, but we don't have hot enough summers that are long enough, necessarily. They don't get
It's got to be long and hot.
yeah.
That's a key to the San
What is it? San Marzano.
Marzano.
Took me a while to get there.
They might have them at Grainer Farm. They have a greenhouse. You should check.
Yeah. So I've done this.
Okay.
Yeah, they're okay locally. Still not good. You just buy the canned, and they're way better.
Yeah.
The real Italian ones. Not they. By the way, it has to say DOP approved on them because otherwise it could just say San Marzano from Italy. It's horrible. You can actually buy
DOP.
yeah DOP. It actually there's the same. If you go to Martin's, they're the only ones that have it locally. This is the stupid tangent, but same company makes the exact same brand of San Marzano, except one says DOP, and those are the real Italian ones. The other ones are not. And they do not taste close to being the same. Craziest thing ever. And it's twice the price.
I wanted to be there the day you found that out.
I read before I went.
Okay. Or you're like side by side tasting them. And you're like, this is garbage.
Yeah. So I did. I tried it the first time I just bought them at Meijer. And like, I was like, oh, it's okay. But then I bought the real ones at Martin's. And they're way better. Freshness.
So we have number 4 and number 5 taken care of.
Yeah, Jason.
Wait, so peppers weren't even on the list?
Nope.
Wow. I'm depressed now.
Peppers are pretty basic. Even sweet peppers.
Can you grow onions?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it on the list?
It's not on the list. I do love onions, though.
I actually have onions that I bought and planted last year. I told Glenn this already before the show. And they were tiny, so I didn't pick them. And they're like back up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're going.
Okay. So carrots, you don't seem like a carrot guy to me.
Does not seem like a carrot guy.
But you are not a zucchini kind of guy because of the output.
Yeah.
Correct. Number 3, zucchini / yellow squash. That whole combo of either one of those I
Yeah.
would have accepted for number 3.
Underrated growing home is spaghetti squash.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And
Mark?
acorn squash, too.
Margaret makes a pretty good dish with acorn squash.
Yeah.
She kind of like have it and then kind of like build a thing right in the middle. So
Brown
Yeah.
sugar and...
Sarah does it too.
no, more like tomatoey and like
Oh, okay.
sausage and
Oh, that
Yeah.
sounds good.
So we just have 2 left?
2 left.
1 and 2.
One should be like blatantly clear to everyone.
I thought I had that.
I thought I had that.
Number 2, I think you guys are gonna have trouble with.
I just don't know how weird you get on your gardening.
No, these are very basic stuff, except maybe number 2.
Why? What are we missing? Potato? Can you grow potato?
Onions?
I said
my
onions.
dad grows potatoes.
And any of the nightshades? Turnip?
That should have made my list.
Beets, yeah.
Oh, speaking of beets, all right.
Earthy. We've had this discussion.
I am falling behind on this is my New Year's resolution to eat more beets.
Oh, radishes.
No radishes.
Yeah. That's where I was going with turnip too.
Yeah, I'm falling way behind on that. I just thought about it as I was making this list. I'm like, when was the last time I had a beet? Gonna have to change it.
What? Go
Sweet
ahead.
corn. Sweet corn?
That is number 1. Sweet corn.
In those little ass planters?
Yeah. I didn't say necessarily in the planters. I said gardening in general. Like this is garden related.
Gotcha. Are you gonna plant some?
Probably. I would like to. I don't know if I'll plant them in the planters. I might just do like a row over to the side or something.
You should just take the first row of the cornfield.
Yeah, it's like, are you growing dent corn or sweet corn? You're a dent corn guy. Let me go ahead and...
Yeah, so I'm going to need to borrow that tractor, Jason.
I've got a disc.
Oh, dude, you could totally do it. You could sow just like once they plant, which is going to be soon, you could just do another row and they'll spray it for you. Oh, wait, that might not be a good
Make sure
thing.
it's Monsanto corn.
Yeah. Corn crossed my mind, but I was like, no, not Glen. Not Glen.
I love corn. Who doesn't love corn?
I do too, but it's just...
Corn is a delivery device for salt and butter.
All right, so we're down to number 2.
All right. Currently, we have number 1, sweet corn. Number 2 is a mystery still. Number 3, zucchini, yellow squash. Number 4, cucumber. And number 5, tomato.
Is it part of the nightshade? Does it grow in the dirt?
It comes out of them. It's not like a potato or...
Oh, snow peas.
That's a good guess.
Or peas in general. Wax.
We'll go with peas.
All right.
Number 2.
Sweet.
I put
Green beans.
sugar snap peas.
Yeah, I knew he was going there because you know what? Who said it? Because that's what cued me to think about it. You just eat it off the vine.
Yeah, I love me some sugar snap peas.
You know what? Who else does? Deer. My dad tries to grow them every year. He cannot get them. They eat them all up.
And I will put a hurting on some dill sauce.
Yeah. I oddly like dill. I like dill a little bit, but it a little bit goes a long ways with the dill. Some dill in it. Sarah bought some Havarti with some dill in it this week. And it was good, but man, it's a little bit too much.
Here it is, top 5 veggies, Glen Show.
I'd say my number 1 is obviously tomato, but number 2, zucchini, man. You can eat the shit out of zucchini you can grow more than you could ever eat.
Yeah.
Asparagus. You ever tried growing asparagus?
I've not.
That would be like number 3 for me.
This would be the first go around for trying to grow anything on a larger scale. When we lived in Kalamazoo, of course, we lived in a townhouse, and we had little planters that had like these little like cherry tomatoes and small stuff, but nothing like this.
Yeah.
Which it's a little late right now, anyways. The beginning
For asparagus, definitely.
Yeah,
No,
it's
almost
coming in right now.
harvesting time.
No, I meant in general. Like these planters are even 100% built yet. It'll be probably another week or so before the dirt's here and all that stuff, which to me, it's kind of a late start. I don't know.
No, you're good. They haven't even planted corn yet.
Yeah, but I mean, it might be a little late. My dad is pretty hardcore at gardening. He's already got his all of his little starters in the windowsill.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think it depends. But I think Grainer Farm, I don't think they've had their seedling sale yet.
Okay.
Yeah, my dad hasn't planted yet either, and he does it every year.
I'll let you know how that turns out.
Yeah.
You guys are can have some of the spoils then, because I doubt we'll have it be able to eat all of it or keep up with it.
Well, Romeo lives down the street from me, and all of a sudden we'd see this golf cart come up and pull up the driveway and just drop shit off and leave. It just got to the point of they had so much that they were just dropping it off.
It's crazy how easy it is to garden.
Yeah.
I had a garden last year, and the cherry tomatoes and cucumbers, it was unreal.
Mm-hmm.
Just literally go out there and just spray them with a little water every day.
And they're so much better than you buy at the grocery store.
They are.
Okay, on the fruit side, I'm not going to go deep into this, but I'm just going to a quick little snippet here. Watermelons are horrible.
Yeah.
They're not.
They're completely overrated.
Seedless, acceptable.
No, there's not even real flavor to them.
Whoa. You're not having a good one then.
I don't think I've ever had a good one then, apparently.
Yeah, they're super sweet, man.
No.
Super sweet.
I've never come across one where I'm like, this is solid.
Oh, Glen. For real.
Change my mind, Jason.
I will. There's a thumping ratio to this.
What?
It's like
you're such an old man.
No,
Tell me your thump.
kid.
Tell me your thump process.
It has to have a good hollow sound to it, but it has to be still firm, right? And the same with muskmelon.
Yeah, what I know about watermelon is 2 good ones. If you look at the end where the stem is broken off, there should be a black ring around it. I think that's the sugar or something.
It's kind of like an avocado when you pop the top off of it. You got to, still be fresh inside. But and then what's the not muskmelon? What's the one that looks just like it that can be super sweet or just super not anything?
The one I enjoy,
honeydew melon.
Yeah, that's
Thank
the one.
you.
Cantaloupe.
That's the one I don't think. No. Cantaloupe's overrated. Honeydew melon's better than cantaloupe.
I don't know the difference, but I know
one's green, one's orange.
Got it.
And
Okay.
one tastes better than the other.
One definitely tastes better than the other.
The cantaloupe is solid though. I don't know if you've had a good cantaloupe.
It's so it has like a very peaky moment, and then once you get past that,
Yeah.
is there like a Seinfeld episode on this? But like a good one's like really really good. I could just eat the whole fucking
I think
thing.
there's like Kramer's like trying to get a return on some fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
So then what about mango? Where are you on the mango?
I'm afraid of mango.
Why?
A
Is
bunch
there-
of my family's allergic to it.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
Isn't
Which
it
really
a
sucks.
Mexico?
I know. I know. It's really, it's in all the drinks. It's in like one of their favorite desserts. But I live on the edge, man. There's part of my family, like my brother, he thought he wasn't allergic to anything and was like just mowing it and his face blew up. And yeah, and I've kind of shied away from it, but I would get those Nantucket nectar drinks.
Mm-hmm.
And I would do like an orange mango mix, but I'm like, well, I mean, it's pasteurized, so I don't know if that makes any difference. But I would drink that, and I would be okay.
Just give you a little diarrhea.
No,
We're talking a lot of butthole today.
but yeah, it tastes pretty good. But I'm afraid to just like chop open a mango. Maybe we'll do that as a stunt one day.
That's a good idea.
Just have it at the
Live
beginning
cast?
of the podcast. Yeah. You ever watch like we get like such a limited amount of fruits here anyways. Like the rest of the world gets so
Are you
many
serious?
more options. Yes, dude. Like you watch I'll have what Phil's eating, but the newer version on Netflix.
Mhm.
Somebody Feed Phil, I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, something like that.
And he does nothing but eat fruit on one of the episodes, and it's like endless amounts of weird fruits that I've never ever seen. And he like freaks out about it. I mean, it's part of the gig of the show, but
Well, I mean, yeah, you can't have a show where he's like,
Wow,
"It's
this
okay.
sucks."
It's okay. It's okay."
Yeah, but that being said, we live in a phenomenal area for fruit.
yeah.
Cherries, blueberries.
Is the tropical area the ideal place for fruit?
I don't know. All my favorite fruits are from here, like peaches.
Oh yeah,
Dude, we have a lot of good fruits that grow here. You don't think so?
No, our,
No,
peach,
no,
our
I do.
peaches are solid, and our apples. Is that a fruit though?
Yeah, definitely.
Sorry, had a moment of stupidism there. The cuties, you gotta wait for the cuties.
We have pears, strawberries.
Oh yeah.
Strawberries are delicious.
So, have you gone mushroom hunting yet?
I just went to our typical spot and found a few of them, a few white morels. It's like right now, it's happening.
That's an interesting one where it's like it's a very specific temperature, like climate with moisture. Like it's got to be
Yeah.
moist. It's hot.
It's
and-
basically after a good rain and it like gets warm out for like the first time. It's kind of when it happens. It's always in early May.
And it always like starts to our southwest anyways and work its way up, right?
Yeah, I mean probably just 'cause it's generally warmer.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy though how many people hunt for
Dude,
morel
people go
mushrooms.
crazy over those fucking things.
I remember when I was like, no one did it. No one.
I didn't realize so many people did it until my adult life, and I like the last 5 years I've kind of been paying attention.
Yeah,
A
I
lot
think
of people do.
I'd say like 8 out of 10 people, guys that I know, do. They're like, yeah, I'm gonna go look for.
Yeah, but yeah. I mean, a
very-
disproportionate amount. I don't think 8 out of 10 people do it, but
Well, I'm talking about friend wise, not like as I know as a whole.
Yeah,
like
yeah, I know.
closer friends.
Did I ever tell you about the time my dad went to the hospital for eating mushrooms?
Jesus.
So my dad went to college.
psilocybin mushrooms.
What's that?
Psilocybin mushrooms.
I don't know what that they were. I don't know what they were.
Oh.
I'll have shrew mushrooms. What he thought that they were, and he ate a plateful. Just sauteed them up in butter. Not what he thought they were.
Oh,
He
God.
got his stomach pumped and everything.
It's a good thing though. Some of those they'll fuck you up. They'll,
Dude, he was fucked up.
I mean, they'll kill. Like I think there's somewhere they just can't do anything for you.
Shut all the organs down.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got. My mom went and got Ipecac, and he tried to just throw him up naturally, and that didn't work. He was dry heaving for an hour, so they took him to the hospital and got stomach pumped.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, he was a DNR officer for like years. He went to school specifically for it and just missed that one 100%.
I think about when I was younger, because my father was very much outdoorsy, would go like into the woods, ginseng when you actually could. I think now it's illegal, isn't it?
You need a
Steve?
permit. Yeah, it's illegal for the most part. It's endangered here, but there are parts of the country you can do it with a permit.
But when I was much younger, I just remember being that a big deal where I would get so tired of these mushrooms. They were he just would bring back pounds and pounds of them because he would just walk around the woods. He had a special spot, and then not as many people were doing it. So we had freaking omelets. He would deep fry them. He would like all sorts of stuff. And I think back, I'm like, man, we ate hundreds of dollars worth of morel mushrooms. Like just pounds of them laying around to the point where like, I don't want it anymore.
Yeah. I'm tired of this.
Yeah, spoiled kid.
Would you have a spot, right, Steve?
Yeah, I do. I have one little spot. I've been trying to find them around our property for years, and there's just hardly any there.
Mm.
I've been hoping, but if you want to find them, I mean, you go up into the dunes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them up there.
Oh, a quick story about my father. He, I think it was last year, the year before, he broke his ankle in the woods.
Oh.
And I'm pretty sure he had to crawl out.
Oh,
I mean, I don't know all the details. I didn't want to get into full on, like, tell me the story. But I mean, he loves hiking around and stuff. And
he lives right against the...
Well, I think he was off in some location, but he had to essentially crawl back and get help.
Oh, no cell phone?
Well, I mean... In the middle of, I don't know. Actually, I didn't catch a detail on that. I don't know if he hit his cell phone in the car or what, or if the battery's dead. I don't know.
Oh, that's so miserable. So I just thought about this recently because last weekend one of my friends went on ATVing and his kid shattered his leg, put his bone through his fucking skin.
Jesus Christ.
And they fucking medevaced him out.
Wow.
Yeah, for sure. DNR showed up within 5 minutes in the middle of the woods.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, that's a thing, man. I couldn't imagine. He like sets up camp with a fucking broken ankle.
That'd be horrific. Like just trying to crawl out or like, especially if it's like
So much dirt.
Yeah, near the end. Like 2 miles, 3 miles away from your car. Just, oh, son of a bitch.
He stops along the way, munches on a morel. Oh, look at this.
Like, if that happened to me, I'd be done for.
I was like, it's over.
Yeah. I'm like, all right, I'm going to go 15 more feet and rest.
As the fucking turkey vultures start following.
They're circling. Yeah.
Just fucking fighting with each other, just waiting for it.
Belly raw from Dragon.
Oh. How did he break his ankle? Just twist it like really bad?
I think he just like little off or maybe tripped over a branch. I don't know. I didn't get a lot of detail just because it was just one of those things you let the person talk about. Like I don't like to ask a lot of questions about stuff like that.
Dude, I will pass out if someone tells me like a good like bone break story. I can't handle it. Almost.
So maybe I will next time I'll go for details now that it's had time to go by.
Yeah,
I'll go in for the details. So recount for me how this actually happened.
Oh, dude.
Well, guys, we're going to wrap it up here. Thanks for listening. For Steve, Jason, and myself, we'll talk to you in a fortnight.